Hello, everyone, and welcome to Claret and Booze. My name's Nick, and this is the post-match phone-in show. So, going to talk about the game first, then we'll open the phone lines, and you can all phone in and give your thoughts on the game and whatever else you want to talk about as well. This is in addition to the show we're going to be doing later, of course, our Sunday night booze up. If Gary is back from Bournemouth, because he was one of the lucky 1,000 that was in that amazing away in today. Okay, we're fucking again. We've got to have the best away support going. Unbelievable. That's all you could hear was us. But we'll get into that in a minute. As usual, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you enjoy it, and even if you don't, please drop a like on the video because it does really help us. Right, well, fuck me, 4-0. What is going on? Where is this coming from? We're getting better and better in every game. We really are. Now, you can attribute this to whatever you want. There's a lot of people that are saying that it's the players doing it. You know, it's a collective effort because Mark Noble's been spotted coming out the changing room. Maybe it is a bit of a collective team effort now. Maybe it is because of the agreement, irrespective of what David Moyes said in his press conference that he's not going. You don't expect him to say that he's going in the summer, dear. But whatever's happened, it looks like a weight's been lifted. The players are finally playing, and it's like we've been saying all along. You know, we've been saying this all season. Take the shackles off. Let them play. Let those players play. And my God, do we look good now? We're getting better and better in every game. These players are growing in confidence. We've got an amazing team. We've been saying it all season, you know, but we're finally arriving at that point. And fingers crossed, you know, I think that's us safe now. You know, absolutely battering Bournemouth 4-0. Should have been 5. Had Cornet not been he lives in an offside position, doesn't he? It was a shame. It was a shame. But yeah, he was well off. You know, just lazy really. He didn't watch the line. But I think that's us safe. You know, I think if you look at the table now, you know, we're up to 13th. We're on 34 points. We're 6 points above the drop zone now, and teams like Everton, Leicester, and Leeds. You know, we've got to play Leicester as well. I don't know. I can't see anyone really catching us now. I think that's probably enough points. I think there's probably enough points now. We will collect more. The way that we're playing, we're bang in form. We are bang in form. You know, I was looking forward to the game today after the game against Ghent. I was really looking forward to it. So yeah, hopefully we can finish on an absolute high this season. You know, with the cherry on the cake being the Europa Conference League, that would be amazing. But anyway, today's game. So we started with, I think there was one change, wasn't there? I think Emerson was out and Cresswell came in. So we had 2 changes. Fabianski in goal. We had Aguirre and Zuma at the back. We had Soufal, Vlad, the warrior, the reborn Soufal at right back. We had Rice, Souček, and Lucas Paqueta. What a player. In central midfield. Bowen, it was a 4-3-3. It was shown on the graphic. I don't think he quite played out like that, but we had Benny, Bowen, and Antonio up front, and we were magnificent. We were on the front foot straight away. We're pressing now. We're pressing. It's a bit of a hybrid of a Moyes system because we're not being naive. We're still very defensively solid, but we're better now because we're pressing. So we don't just allow the opposition the time to have the ball, really, even though they're, you know, in danger areas anyway. They can have it out of the way, but the minute they move into one of our zones, that's it. We're all over them. We smother them. Souček, Rice, and Paqueta, they press. You know, they nick the ball. That's what they do. As well as the fullbacks, Cresswell and Soufal were at it again today as well. Benny was tracking back again. It weren't his best game, but he was tracking back. He was defending more than what he has done. And Bowen always does. There was a couple of moments where Bowen's come back and really helped us out. But it didn't take long for us to get a breakthrough, did it? What was it, 5 minutes, I think it was? We had a ball whipped in from Aaron Cresswell from a corner. Really good corner into the near post. Antonio completely lost his marker, or should I say the marker lost him, Solanke. He was in acres of space just inside the 6-yard box. They're terrible at defending set pieces, Bournemouth, aren't they? And yeah, crash straight in, 1-0. Unbelievable. And then, you know, just a few minutes later, 7 minutes later, on 12 minutes, Vladimir Soufal hangs a beautiful cross from the right-hand side over to the back post. In comes Lucas Paqueta. He leaps like a salmon and he crashes it in. Brilliant. Just an absolutely perfect header from Paqueta, who we'll talk about in a bit more detail in a bit because he was outstanding. And then, just before half-time, Declan Rice, he got his goal, absolutely brilliantly taken. It was like a volley, half volley, no messing around, He had a bit of time to pick his spot. He put his foot through the ball, bang, goal. And we go into half-time, it's 3-0. Everything's rosy. I'm sitting there shell-shocked thinking, Jesus Christ, what is going on? Because, again, like I say, it's not like... I wouldn't say we're playing a possession-based game now. We're not. It is still counter-attack, but it's effective. And when we're in possession of the ball, we're playing football. So the patterns of play are right. It's all working. It's all working now. We've been saying for ages that we've got to get Lucas Paqueta on the ball a lot more, and we are. We are getting the ball to him. He isn't just having to win the ball back to get on the ball. He's we're using him. Everything seems to be going through Paqueta. He's always in space. He's always showing for the ball anyway. But he's amazing now. I think if you remember back when Paqueta first came in, it's a different pace to the game in France, isn't it? So he was always getting caught in possession. He didn't realise, he didn't have as much time. So he was always getting caught in possession. Well, that's gone. He's sped things up now. When he's on the ball, he ain't standing there. He's either in motion or he's pinging first time passes. He knows what he's going to do before he receives a ball. He's adapted his game brilliantly. He's fucking outstanding. Some of the passes and the and just his vision, he's unbelievable. He really is. He's every bit a £50 million player, and he wasn't looking like that. He wasn't. I know David Moyes bought him as a 10, but he's had to sort of drop him deeper into central midfield. But whatever, we've found his position for him now, and he's so effective. He really is. He really is effective. But it was a brilliant first half. There were some excellent performances there. There wasn't a bad performance. I thought Souček played well, breaking up play. He still can't pass, but doing what he's doing, he's got a very specific role now that he's good at. He's just there to break up play and win the ball in the air and do stuff like that. It was working with Souček and the balance of Paqueta and Rice, who can do what we need him to do, what we need to do to retain the ball. It kind of works now. It works. We're growing in confidence. We're getting better. We're getting better every game. And I was very happy at half-time. Sort of going into the second half, we played well. There didn't need to be much urgency from us. Obviously, Bournemouth made a change. They brought on Kiefer Moore to give him a bit more of a threat up front. Silly got booked as soon as he came on, didn't he, for an unnecessary foul, and that kind of that stunted him, I think, for the rest of the game. But nonetheless, I don't think they were really going to bother us too much. And they didn't, as it turned out. But then for me, the moment of the game in the second half, it was a Jared Bowen cross from the right hand side into. We were still getting bodies in the box. There was a few bodies in there. This is the thing. We are attacking en masse now. That was never happening before. So I don't know what's happened, but the shackles have been released. We're playing brilliant. Balls whips in from Bowen. And some amazing improvisation from Pablo Fornals. It's gone behind him, and he did the only thing that he could possibly do to get the ball into the net, and that's swing his right boot up. It was a scorpion kick, and straight in. I mean, it worked like a clean bang in the goal, but nonetheless, it was unbelievable, absolute genius, to be quite honest. What he did there, brilliant goal, and the emotion from Pablo Fornals as well was. Put a lump in my throat a little bit. You could see kind of his head was down. He was crying. He was overcome with emotion. Whether that's just because he struggled to get game time and it meant a lot to him, or he might have something going on in his personal life that we don't know, that we're not privy to. We don't know. But all the players were kind of crowding around him and giving him a cuddle and stuff like that. And fans singing his name. So. Yeah, the old Cockney Cazorla, he got his goal, brilliant goal. There were some good goals today, but that for me, that's one of my favourites. It's like I say, it weren't clean because it couldn't be really. He was so bent and unorthodox, but it was the only possible way that he could score from that cross, and he did it. He executed it brilliantly well. 4-0, 4-0. Like I say, Bournemouth huffed and puffed, but they weren't ever getting anywhere. They're a good team, Bournemouth. We've seen that. They beat Liverpool. They beat Liverpool at home. They're a team in the ascendancy, and yeah, we made them look shit. Moyes did get it tactically right. Moyes or whoever else it is, and I don't care. Got it tactically right. We from the off, we completely nullified them, and they didn't have any answers at all. None whatsoever. On the 90th minute, that was what we were talking about earlier on. Maxwell Cornet got a deserved goal, because after obviously there was quite a few changes. Who was the subs again? So we had on the 65th minute we had Ings coming on for Antonio and Fornals coming on for Benny. Then we had on the 76th minute we had Cornet coming on for Bowen, Downs coming on for Paqueta, and Kehrer coming on for Soufal. Now I've got to be honest, like I say, Paqueta was in the middle of everything. Amazing for West Ham today. He really was. But probably the best and most impressive passage of play was the lead up to that Cornet goal. And it's such a shame that it got disallowed, because not the finish, but the actual build up. The build up was brilliant. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. It was like the Brazilians. All the Brazilians were on the pitch. It was fantastic. That's what I mean. We're growing in confidence now, and we've got players with natural ability. So yeah, I don't quite know what's happened, nor do I care. We can all speculate as to what's happened. As far as I'm concerned, I don't care who gets credited for it. All I care about is West Ham winning, and if we carry on doing so, we're going to climb up the league. We're only 5 points away from Chelsea now, who are still pretty shit. So we could finish above Chelsea. We're in 13th place. I don't think we're finished yet. We haven't got an easy run coming up, have we? We've got Liverpool, Man U, Man City, teams like that. But yeah, we've also got Crystal Palace, who we can quite conceivably go and get a win from, and we've got Leeds, and we've got Leicester as well. So there's probably 9 more points there that we playing like this we should get. But the other thing that's good about this, and it was an amazing performance, but the other thing that's good about this now is that it does relieve the pressure somewhat. It was a massive game today. After Leicester won yesterday, it made us realise that we weren't that far away from the drop zone again. We were only 3 points off it. So this was a huge game today. It was a pressure game. But the players didn't play like we were under pressure, like we've played before when we've been in this position. They didn't. It didn't bother them at all. They just went out. They enjoyed their game. It's like they knew they was going to win. That's the impression it gave. It gave you. It was never in doubt kind of thing. And we didn't play with fear. Fortune favours the brave, as I've always said. And we went out. We took the game to Bournemouth and we battered them. Because we're a better team. That's what happens. That is what happens. And what this does mean is that we can now concentrate our efforts on the semi-final. So if we have to rest players for AZ Alkmaar, then we can, particularly the second leg, which is going to be away from home. We can all kind of really get involved in that. I know a lot of people have already. I personally wasn't, because I was so terrified of us being sucked into a relegation battle. So I couldn't really focus much of my attention on the Europa Conference League. I thought it was a bit of a distraction that we didn't need at the time. But now it feels like we're almost out of the woods in the league. We haven't really got much to play for in the league, to be quite honest, apart from getting above Chelsea. We can focus all of our efforts on the Conference League now, and I think there's a very good chance we're going to do it. I do. They're like I say, these players are brimming with confidence now. They are, and for me, we'll do the player ratings later, but for me, my man of the match today has got to be Lucas Paqueta. It was a brilliant performance all round from all the players, to be quite honest. Declan Rice was brilliant again, but Lucas Paqueta, and he's running the show now, isn't he? He's got everything. He's gritty. He flies into tackles. He's dirty. He's just got so much talent. He's a joy to watch. So what a player we've got on our hands there. Let's go through some comments anyway. So where are we? Steve Spraggs, imagine what a class manager could do with this squad. You could have done, yeah. But look, whatever. Now I'm gonna shelve. I've let my feelings known about David Moyes. For me, I don't care what happens between now and the end of the season. He's still got to go in the summer. Hopefully he can go on a high. Hopefully we can get a trophy. He can get a nice pat on the back, out the door, progressive manager in. That's what I want. And I think that's what's going to happen. And I think that's why we're seeing the uptick in form, because it has been confirmed that Moyes is going in the summer. And everyone's happy, including him, by the look of it. Yes, we can relax. I know. Mickey Smith, hello, mate. We win 4-0 and Spurs lose 6-1. I know. If Colesberg did Sundays, eh? It's amazing. They're shit today, Spurs. They're shit, aren't they? Epic hash time. We've been playing well since the players ditched Moyes' tactics in the second half against Arsenal. Yeah, quite possibly. But again, we'll never know. You know, it's all speculation. That's my feeling as well, Epic. But we'll never know, and it's just going to cause arguments. We don't need it. I think we should just enjoy the football now, get behind the team, ride it out to the end of the season, and then we can talk about the manager then, you know. Like I say, I'm not really that bothered, because irrespective of what David Moyes says in his press conference, he ain't going to come out and say, oh, yeah, I'm walking in the summer. If he's asked a direct question, he's not going to do that, is he? He's going to say that he's here for the long haul. He's not. He's proved it. He's proved it in the first 30 games that he can't coach a progressive team. You know, we're not progressive now in the way that we're playing. We're an effective counter-attacking team again. So it's back to the David Moyes style, but with good players. We're kind of. I think the players are doing it. I think they're pulling it in. But like I say, I don't really care. I don't care who it's down to now. Ipdex, I want a reporter to ask Dave what's changed. You're playing the same players, yet this is happening. Why? And see, yeah, he will lie his way out of it, because he is a liar, especially in press conferences. I mean, let's not dress it up. You know, people can say he's coy, but he's not. He's an outright fucking liar. So you'll never get the truth out of him. He's like a politician, which is one of the main reasons why I've never been able to warm to him. Keith Knight, hello, mate. Hello, Leonardo. You all right? We got a bang. We got a boom. We got a Moyes out from Michelet. I agree. Right. Dan, sorry. Surreal performance. It was very fucking weird, wasn't it? It is so strange how good we look all of a sudden. Strange and frustrating, you know. And the thing is, if it is that the players have kind of taken the ball by the horns and they're playing their own way, and because Noble's been photographed, was it against Ghent? I think it was. It might have been. He was, or it might have been Arsenal actually. He was photographed in the tunnel cam coming out of the players' changing rooms just before they came out for the start of the game. So it could be that Noble's getting involved in team talks and stuff like that. I'm sure that David Moyes is picking the team and stuff. You know, I'm sure he's doing that. But ultimately, once they're out on that pitch, it's down to them, isn't it? Once they cross that white line, and yeah, it's all going well. Obsidian Curse. We've been good since it was leaked that Moyes was leaving. Yes, I know. Yeah, I know. I know. It's true, isn't it? It's true. Sam Oakes, get in there. Believe, no. Bertrand Tapaz, 4 again. Leonardo, really nice day, 4-0 win. The Spurs get hammered, mate. I know. It is brilliant. It's brilliant. Hello, Steve. Yeah, we're doing well. Right, I won't go through them all. Oh, look, there's Luke. Hello, mate. If Carlsberg did weekend results, I know. It's amazing, isn't it? I haven't had a chance to get on the WhatsApp and start winding them all up yet. I will do. Don't worry. I'll be all over them later. Tossers. They do the same thing to me. Right. Okay. I won't go through every single comment because you're all saying the same thing. You're all happy. So I'll open up the phone lines. If anybody does want to phone in, please do. Actually, I'm paired now. So if anybody does want to phone in and have a little natter about anything, it can be, look, if you want to have a talk about Moyes, it's up to you. You can instigate it. We'll have a little chat about Moyes. That's fine by me. So yeah, if you want to have a chat, give me a call now, and we will discuss whatever you want. Right. So we've got Hammerhead. After the Bournemouth game earlier this season, a win was obvious. Paqueta, similar 8 to Paul Scholes. Yeah, I can see what you're saying. Imagine how good he's going to be when he does actually get it all. Here we go. Got a call. One moment. Hello, Nick speaking. Hello. Hang on, mate. Hello, mate. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call you back because for some reason, whenever I set this up on my Dewberry, it never works first time. So I'll call you straight back.
All right, Nick. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Dewberry, that's my technical term. Hang on, we've got loads coming in now. Just give us a minute, please. Turn off Bluetooth. That's it. 1 minute. It's really fucking annoying, actually. I don't know why it does that. Right. Okay. Right, 1 moment. It's working now.
Hello?
Hello there, it's Nick. How are you, mate?
Well, the Budweisers are going down sweet today, Nicky boy.
What's your name, mate? Where are you from?
It's Steve Tiley from.
Hello, Steve.
Hello, mate. Yeah, I know. John's getting you up me lately because I keep calling him fucking Lego man.
He has got a square head.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping he was going to shave the old pirate beard off and stay up. He ain't going to fucking do that, is he?
He ain't going to do it. There he is. Look,
I've got you on the telly as well, but I've turned the sound down.
Good man, mate. Where are these performances coming from?
I know, mate. If you'd have said this a week ago, and before the Arsenal game, like who would have thought about the fans that said Paqueta wasn't worth. The fans that said Paqueta weren't worth the money. He's showing the bollocks now, Nicky boy.
I know. It's so what do you think's happened? Because obviously most people have been saying all season. I know we started to lose faith in the team and everything else, but we've been saying all season we've got a great team here. Just fucking set us up to attack. Let them go out and play. And it's taken us this long to actually get there. I mean, what do you think's happened? Do you think Moyes is literally just?
Yeah, I reckon he knows he's going. Play your game, boys. It's all changed since we went 2-0 down, isn't it? Since the Arsenal goal.
Yeah, and it looked like the players took the ball by the horns in that one, didn't it?
I'll tell you what, I think my fucking neighbours heard me today, Nicky boy.
Did you? Did you go through the roof? Did you?
Yeah. I'm on about the 8th bottle now. I'm going to finish the rest of them off tonight. I'll tell you what, this is up there with a good sex session, mate.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
Mate, it was brilliant today. There was some good football today, wasn't there?
There was. I'll tell you what, I reckon we'll even beat Liverpool on Wednesday. I'm really confident about that now. We'll
give them a game. We'll definitely. Well, the thing is, the way that we're playing, we're going to be hard to break down, and we're going to be good in the counter attack because it's literally. I think that the way that we're playing now is almost like a one-size-fits-all tactic. We should be fine because although we're defensively strong, we're pressing in midfield, so we're not allowing people to have possession in a danger area in our part of the pitch. And when we attack, we're dangerous, mate. We're bloody dangerous. So
who's your free to go then? Nicky, I'll give you my free. Go on, you can go first.
Who's
your free to go down?
Oh, well, Southampton are gone. I believe Forest are gone.
Yeah, free.
I've got a feeling it's going to be Everton or Leeds.
Yeah, that's the two. They're playing dreadful, aren't they?
More likely Leeds, I would say. I just think they're a bit weaker. I think Everton have got a bit more.
What I'm going to do now in future, this is my first time I've called in. I'm going to call next time Lego's on. I'm going to wind him up.
Yeah, well, he's on later on. He's on later. So
you doing another phone in later?
Yeah. We can do the player ratings and we'll do a phone in later, mate. So yeah, give us a call back later on.
What time's it on later, Nick?
We start at 9 and we'll probably start taking. We'll open the phone lines just before 10 because obviously it is a Sunday, so we won't keep people up too late.
He's going to go when I ring in. He's going fucking. I'm not that tired. Cheers, Nicky. Thanks for letting me come on, mate.
No worries, mate. No worries. Good to talk to you.
Yeah, see you later, mate.
Ta-ra, mate.
Ta-ra, mate. Bye.
Before I take the next one, so you got Mr. May says good result, but our possession stats are no better. Much better in the final third. Yeah, the possession stats are no better, but when we're in possession, we're effective now. You know, whereas we weren't before.
Unknown caller.
1 minute. Oh, another call. Hello. It's what's your name, mate, and where you calling from?
Oh, I'm calling from the Isle of Dogs, mate.
Isle of Dogs. Oh, so you're stranded because of the marathon, are you?
Who am I talking to?
Nick.
Hey, Nick, how are you? I've been watching you guys for fucking about a year now. You guys are great.
Oh, good stuff, mate. Good stuff.
I'm telling you, you're the only channel that says it like it is.
Yeah, we try. Well, we try to be. I mean, we've all typically got different points of view as well. So you normally find someone that you agree with on here. But we
yes, sir.
Yeah. So it's But what were your thoughts on the game today, mate?
Excellent. I haven't seen West Ham like that in a long time, and it's a privilege to watch them today.
Didn't they look like they was enjoying themselves today?
Yes, extremely, especially when the subs came on. You know what I mean? We still attacked them. It was excellent, mate. It was excellent.
You know, even Flynn Downs almost got on the score sheet, didn't he?
Yes,
that just
sir.
popped into my head. It was a great strike at goal, but straight down the keeper's throat. But yeah, he did well. So yeah, they were shell shocked. Bournemouth. They did not know what to do. To be quite honest with us.
Yes, sir. I just like to tell you, mate. I was the only one in Connecticut when I was a kid growing up wearing a West Ham kit, going to a gym class, and all that other stuff.
How did it come about? You becoming a West Ham fan in Connecticut?
My mother ended up marrying a Yankee.
Oh, right, okay.
And they ended up, having me, and here I am. And I used to get my kit from Kennington. That's where my mother's from.
So your mum's from Canningtown?
Yeah.
Ah, bloody hell! There you go. So you're yeah. And obviously,
hell yeah, mate.
Yeah.
I'm true and true West Ham, brother. Well, I just like to say hi, and I enjoy your channel, and have a lovely day.
Yeah, no problem, mate. Thank you very much for calling in.
All right, God bless, bro.
Right. Cheers, mate. Hang on, right. I'm going to call you all back. I've got loads coming through now, so I've just spoke to you. 1 minute. Sam was first. Sam from Bas Vegas. Hello, Sammy boy. You all right?
How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm all good, mate. I'm all good.
Fucking hell.
Oh, what is going
What
on?
a week. What a week.
Oh, what's going on, mate?
Can you absolutely unreal, innit?
Can you try and unravel it all for me? You know, what do you think has changed? Because this is a period where I thought that we were gonna really struggle because compressed fixtures, loads of games.
The Conference League, yeah.
Yeah, but
the beginning of that April, when you saw that fixture list, I was like, fuck me.
Yeah.
Like every 3 or 4 days, innit? We've played 3 games in 7 days, and we've came away with fucking 2 wins. And a draw against Arsenal. Come back from 2-0. I can't believe it.
It's crazy, isn't it?
I've been all last week. I'm going, we're going to get absolutely stuffed. Conference League's going to cost us as well. But
yeah.
I feel like a bit of an idiot now.
No, but yeah, I've got to be honest. I've gone full the other way now. I'm uber confident now. I think we're going to fucking win a lot. I think we're going to win the Conference League.
I don't want to say it, but I think we're safe now. I think we'll pick up.
I think we are.
I think 2 more points. I think it's done.
Do you know what? I think 34 points will be enough. I actually do.
Yeah.
This season, but like you say, you don't want to risk it. And I'm sure. Look, listen. I'm playing how we're playing. We're gonna win another game. We're gonna win another game or 2.
Yeah,
we are.
definitely.
You know, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And it was also good. The players that came on off the bench today, it didn't weaken us, did it?
No. He's actually using his squad. The only thing I'm a bit wary about now, I know last year with the Conference League, he didn't use the squad that well. With the Europa League, he didn't use the squad that well. I know he didn't have the squad that we have now. I just don't want it to be our players get a bit tired towards the end, but I don't think it'll matter now anyway, because I think that's a big 3 points today.
It was massive. I mean, there was a lot of pressure on that after the the Leicester win last night. There was a lot of pressure on us getting a result there. I mean, it wouldn't have been like the end of the world, if we'd have lost it or drawn it. But that really does remove the pressure. You know, I mean, Liverpool now, that's a free hit. We can go and enjoy that.
Yeah, we don't feel Wednesday now.
No,
we've got to go at them. We've literally got to go at them. Their defence is awful at the moment.
Yeah,
like Forest gave them a bit of a run around in certain bits of the game yesterday as well. So hopefully, I'll take a draw from it if I'm being honest. But I don't. We could come out of 3 points for that one as well.
Because you know what's triggered this off? It was a performance against Arsenal. I think even if we'd have lost that game, would have come out of that feeling the same. Would have felt proud. Would have felt buoyed because we was playing some football. And I think
that's all we've been asking for all season, you know. Really.
Yeah, and that's what
a bit of fight,
and that's what they got to keep doing. So I think rather than sacrifice that, you know, don't shit yourself against Liverpool. Go out and play football against them. Go toe to toe with them.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, exactly. We've got to play because. Because I know I've put questions in the old Booze cast before saying about the Canio, but if Paqueta keeps carrying on the way he's going, he might be my new man crush there, mate.
He's certainly my man crush. He looks like it looks like a Colombian drug lord, though, doesn't he? But
that's probably what I like.
Yeah, exactly. But I think
the geezer ain't got an ounce of panic in him, has he?
Mate,
he's not got an ounce. He scares the fuck out of me sometimes, but
yeah, he's an animal.
4 players around him, I just take you down. He's unreal.
He's an animal on the pitch.
Oh yeah,
I just like how he's adapted his game, because when he first came in, the worry was you see some players, they come into the Premier League and he's clearly a player that likes to be on the ball, but he looked like he needed too much time. It looked like he was used to having a lot of time and he was getting caught out. But
he was holding on to it a bit too long, weren't he? You can't do that in the Premier.
But now, mate, when he's got the ball, he ain't standing there anymore because he's literally in full motion, or he's pinging first time passes. Some of the passing stage. Did you see the ball when he was on the right hand side with the outside of his left boot in the path of Antonio?
Yes.
What a fuck! He didn't even have to break stride, Antonio. But of course, it was unfortunately it was wasted on Mickey. Bless him.
That's all I know. I thought Mickey worked his nuts off again.
He's brilliant.
He done it. And even Danny Ings didn't. He came on and run about. He hasn't got the legs that he used to, but we all know that. But I don't think there'll be any donkeys tonight, if I'm being honest.
There'll be no donkeys, mate. Donkeys are.
And even taking it off Moyes' head.
Oh, I'm gonna have to. I did say if he does it in a consecutive game, I'm probably gonna have to. I'll be true to my word. I can't. Like I say, we'll never know who this is down to, who the change is down to, whether it's down to him or whoever else. Nah. We won't. We can speculate.
Just enjoy it while it's here, innit?
Just got to enjoy it.
The season we've had. So what a week.
That's it. So it'd just be nice after the shits that we've had. So 3/4 of the season were rubbish, but if we can finish like this and we can finish strong, and go out on a high, you know, then I'll accept that. That's fine. That's brilliant. I mean, look, we could be in for a beautiful summer, right? Because the rumor is that Sullivan is selling in the summer as well. Apparently, that's you know, and we have got buyers, multiple buyers that are interested in the club. So there's every chance that he's going to be selling up. I don't think the other one on the board, Krasinski's will sell because he's just an investor, so he'll sell his shares. Sullivan will sell his shares. But the other one, Dan Cunningham, probably won't. I don't know what that's. I don't know why, because Dan Cunningham is obviously heading up the board for the Gold family shares.
Yeah.
So apparently they want to stay involved, but that's only 20% anyway. So we could be getting new owners. So you imagine that. So picture the scene. You've got a new billionaire owner comes in, right? A new billionaire owner comes in. Declan Rice is still at the club. He comes in. He says, "Look, listen, Dec. Listen. Well, I haven't bought this club to stand still. All of your ambitions can be achieved here. Give me this transfer window, and then we'll sit down and
give
talk."
Him the key. Yeah,
who do you want me to go and sign, Dec? Go on, pick a player. I'll prove it to you. Yeah, and there's a. I know. Well, thing is, look, it could happen. It's not over. It's not over till Brady sings.
Talking dirty to me, Nick.
It's not over till Brady sings, mate. It's not.
Oh, here we go.
It would be amazing, wouldn't it? I mean, if I tell you what, I would sacrifice all summer signings for the next 2 summers if we could just keep Declan Rice at the club.
Declan Rice, yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
He's
been unreal, though, isn't he?
I don't want him to go.
It's sad, isn't it? Like my 6-year-old daughter, she's only just got into football and she absolutely loves Declan Rice. And I've had to tell her, like, he might be going. She keeps crying. I've even got a video ready for if he does go. I'm sending it to the guys on Twitter.
Yeah, he's unbelievable, mate. Honestly, he's and you know what? I think what we've done is, because we've helped Dec develop throughout his whole career. We've given him the platform to grow, and he's grabbed it. He's got better every year. But you know what he's turned into now? Certainly in the last few weeks, I think he's turned into a captain now. I think the penny's dropped. I think he's grabbed it. He's obviously, it was new to him, but he's grabbed the ball by the horns here. I think he's now a captain. He's captain material now.
I think the other thing we do need, if we do buy someone, we need a leader in that back in the defence.
Yeah.
How many times there's no talking? How many times today? It's like 2 or 3 times. Do we just let the ball just run through, thinking the keeper's coming out? I know. And I think it happened during the week as well. So I still like centre back, but obviously if you gave me the choice, sign a centre back or keep Rice.
Yeah.
I'm keeping Rice all day long.
John's being rude. He's trying to cut your call off. He keeps phoning in.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, Ozzy. Yeah. Virgil. Yeah, he keeps phoning.
Sponge John Squared.
That's a good one. Oh, mate. So anyway, who's your free to go down? I'm assuming West Ham ain't one of them.
Free to go down. So
yeah.
I think Southampton are done.
Yeah.
Southampton are done. I'd probably go Southampton, Nottingham Forest, and Leeds.
Leeds, I think so as well. Forest have gone as well. I mean, they showed a bit of fight against Liverpool, but I mean, their goals are a bit fucking. I mean, I don't think any of them was on target. They just got deflected in. They was like pinballs, weren't they? I saw their goals on Match of the Day, and
especially after the Leicester result yesterday. I think that's it's a big result for them as well.
I think they'll survive, mate. They'll be okay. Yeah. They'll be okay. But anyway, Sam, I'm going to let you go, mate. Thanks for calling in.
No worries, mate. Nice one. Have a good one, yeah?
And you. Cheers, mate. Speak to you soon.
See you later, mate. Bye-bye.
All right, let's give John a call then. No, he's not picking up the phone, look. How rude.
Hello?
Hello, what's your name and what you wearing?
It's me, Johnny boy. All right, mate.
What are you wearing? What you got in your knickers?
I'm definitely not wearing that velour tracksuit. That's what I will say.
It ain't velour. It's a fleece.
It's definitely. All right, you've definitely got the word juicy across your
I
arse
have,
cheek.
yeah.
100%.
John, what the fuck is going on at West Ham?
Mate, I'll tell you what, mate. It's like, you know that penalty, right? Now, it was a little bit contentious, wasn't it, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people said he dived and all that. I think that might be our sliding doors moment. I think that could be... it's almost like that become like the corner that's allowed us to... I don't know, it's weird. Because if that penalty weren't given, we didn't get that goal at that time when we did against Arsenal, everything could have been so different. But it seems to have given everybody a lift. You know, not just the fan base, but the players on the pitch. It's strange, mate. I mean, I'm obviously happy for it, as we all are. But I mean, I thought today would be tough, Nick. I thought 1-1, as you know, but
I didn't expect us to win it at all. I mean, Bournemouth have been in form as well. You know, they've picked up some brilliant results. And
massively,
we just made them look really, really average.
Everything that we couldn't do, i.e., transition quick, score goals, play quick football, as all of a sudden we're doing all of it. And I mean, I don't know what to put it down to, Nick. I genuinely don't. I'm happy with it.
I do think he's gone back to basics. It's almost like a hybrid because we're a counter-attacking team. We're not a possession-based team.
Yeah.
But what we're doing now is, you know, like in a typical Moyes team that we've seen this season, the players don't press; they just stand there and they hold their shape. They're not doing that now.
Yeah.
They'll let you have the ball in your own half, but once you come into our half, we press. we press, and like you say, in transition, we're dangerous.
We are. We've become the absolute opposite in the last 3 or 4 games to what we've been all season.
And what do you
and go on?
I say, what do you think of that man Paqueta?
Look, all them people telling us we had a £50 million Brazilian dud. I mean, no disrespect to anyone who said it, but you got to start eating humble pie a little bit, and we all have to admit when we're wrong, you know.
Yeah.
And I think with him, you know, I was on his back at the beginning, saying he kept getting caught on the ball and all that. And I heard you say earlier about he played in the French league, which is a little bit slower. I get all that, but you just expect so much more from a Brazilian, and I think we're slowly but surely starting to see it.
Yeah.
And you know, I think someone said it. I don't know why I heard it. Someone said it the other day, but I think it's interesting that, you know, the thing is, as and when Rice goes, he will probably become, you know, the midfield maestro. He'll be the big name in the midfield, and I think it could actually suit him even more.
Yeah.
Like next season, do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. And the thing is, mate, as well, like from what we've heard as well, you know, Sullivan is going to sell in the summer. It won't be a full sale because from what we've been told, Dan Cunningham is going to keep hold of his shares, but Kretinsky and Sullivan. So we could have a new major shareholder, basically, a new owner, a new man driving. So that could be anyone. That could be Jim Ratcliffe. I don't actually know details of all the people. It's probably the ones that have been mentioned before. You know, the Qatari group.
Yeah, cool. Same old ones.
It's the same old ones. You know, Jim Ratcliffe. But imagine that, because if you're buying West Ham now for whatever it is, 800 million, whatever it is, you're going to be buying West Ham to take us to another level. Now we've already done 6th and 7th, which means that you've got to try and push to make it into that top 4. Well, I'm not being funny. If you've got that much ambition as an owner, you're not going to want to let Declan Rice go, are you?
No, I can see what you're saying, mate, and obviously you're not going to want to let Declan Rice go. But at the end of the day, if his heart is set on going, which I probably think it is, because, you know, by the time someone buys the club, and if they bring a new manager in, and if new players come through the door, you know, if that's the carrot that we're dangling in front of Rice, he can't wait too long till he gets his move. What I mean is, he ain't going to wait. He ain't going to wait until halfway through August to see how we're set up, who owns us, what players we've got, to then make his mind up. And whilst it's fantastic if he stayed another year, but I can't see it, mate. Because at the end of the day, he has to progress his career, as terrible as it sounds. But there's always hope. Of course there is. And who knows? I
mean, the fans were singing for him today, and apparently Declan Rice's family. Declan Rice's family were also in the crowd as well, and they were also singing the same songs about him staying at West Ham.
Yeah, because listen, mate, there's no doubt we love him, and there's no doubt he loves us. And this is what's annoyed me over the last few months. People calling him out almost, right? And again, I respect everyone's opinion, but some of the things that have been thrown at him, I really think it's been unfair. And because he's the club captain, he's taken the brunt of it all, right?
Yeah.
And because he's the on-field, you know, Moyes is off the pitch, he's on the pitch. I think he's been getting a lot of stick. And I know some of the things he's said in the past, maybe the timing hasn't been right and all that. But at the end of the day, mate, you know, you can never, ever question his commitment to West Ham. And he doesn't have any loyalties to West Ham. He didn't support us as a kid.
Yeah.
He only joined us at, 12, 13, 14 when he joined us. But he loves us. There's no doubt about that, mate. And he loves the fans.
But
as much as...
Yeah, but I'm not being funny. People say, oh, you know, he's not our academy product. Well, yes, he fucking is. He came to us at 13, 14. There's still an awful lot of development going. And what about...
Yes.
We've had to listen to fucking Chelsea bang on about how John Terry was their academy product. He joined them from us at around about the same age.
Yeah. I'm not saying he wasn't our academy product. What I'm saying is he doesn't need to have any divine right of loyalty to us. There's no. You know, what I'm trying to say is he supported Chelsea as a kid, right?
Yeah.
But if you ask him that, I'm genuinely think he'd rather play for West Ham than Chelsea. I bet you any money, because they got about 400 players in midfield, so he ain't going to go there.
Well, they're a mess. They're a mess, aren't they?
Yeah, they're a mess, right? So I was talking to someone earlier, actually, and someone, he's a Liverpool fan, this geezer I know, and he said, where do you think Declan Rice is going to go? And he was naming all the clubs, and I don't think he'll go Chelsea.
No.
You know, and I actually, listen, as much as Arsenal are seen as up and coming, let's think next season. This is Arsenal's best opportunity to win the Premier League, right?
Yeah.
Man United are all over the gas. Liverpool all over the gaff. Chelsea are as well. They're only really competing with City, right? And it looks like now they're going to lose it. So next season, when all those teams I mentioned are going to strengthen in the summer, Arsenal, Arsenal have got to do a lot more investing because they're a very inexperienced team. As well as they've done, you're starting to see their inexperience now, right, in trying to tie up the title, right? Is Declan Rice going to want to go there? Because no. For trophies next season, I don't think so either.
No, but
where's he going to go? I don't know.
No. But what I'm saying is going back to what I think what you spoke about earlier in the week. Because if we're talking about Newcastle as a realistic destination for Declan Rice, but the thing is, they're only just recently transformed. So if we listen, mate, all it takes is a new owner who's ambitious, and it takes one window. We've already got foundations. We've already got a couple of world-class players.
Yeah. Of course we have, but let's not get carried away. It's a big risk for Declan. It's a big risk for Declan Rice, but it's also a massive risk for West Ham to allow his contract to run down. He's got a year left on it, hasn't he?
Yeah.
After this season, whatever. So what do you do then? He ain't. No, mate. Look, I'd love him to stay. Of course, I bloody would. But in the same breath, I wouldn't begrudge him leaving. But again, I totally agree with what you're saying. But from that perspective, all that selling of the club, new manager, players coming through the door to entice him to stay, that ain't going to happen overnight. That's a long program. That's a long, drawn-out process, you know. And I'm not sure if it can wait that long. That's all I'd say.
No.
I get what you're saying. But I just can't see him having the balls to wait that long because it could turn, he could miss out on a move.
It's what it is. It would come down to how serious the owner was and how, like I say, it would come down to how serious it was. If you're talking about a multi-billionaire who basically comes in and says, look, we're not hanging about. This is what we're doing, and puts a project plan in front of him. First thing he does, puts a new manager in charge and said, this is who's going to be running the team. No, it could be anyone, because that's the other important thing, hopefully whoever does come in next doesn't just spend money on players. Hopefully they get the manager to suit as well. That's the most important thing, isn't it? The coaching staff and the manager.
Of course, and that's the one. Apart from money, apart from progression, that's the one thing that I believe Newcastle would offer someone like Declan Rice. Eddie Howe, in my opinion, is a fantastic manager and coach, right? Because he's got players in there. He's made players at Newcastle who were questioned. Almiron, Joe Linton, Dan Burn. He ain't brought just big names in. He's coached players to make them better, right?
He really has.
And so that's what I'm saying to you. So as a player, in terms of progression, Newcastle are definitely going to win something in the next few years, and they've got a fantastic manager already at the helm. Yeah. So if I was Declan Rice, I would look at that and go, well, they're definitely on the up, and they still haven't. They're not on the next level of players yet. They're not on that next echelon of big name players all over the park, are they? They're pretty much taken what they had, and they've taken in a few Premier League players with experience, and obviously Gilmares, whatever his name is fantastic. But
he's brilliant.
That team has just been coached well. Yeah,
no, it has. It has, mate.
For me as a player, that would be very enticing, and they'll pay big bucks wages as well.
Yeah, of course they will. And to be honest, they're doing things the right way as well. It doesn't appear like they are. They haven't gone straight in and tried to buy the world. They didn't. No. They've done it the right way. They've employed a young, progressive English manager, which was good. I quite like the way they've done it. Apparently, Rainer Mime says AZ Alkmaar are playing tonight at 7. So I might give that a watch if I can, if I've got time.
AZ Alkmaar, yeah.
AZ Alkmaar.
It won't be easy, mate. It won't be easy. They're not a bad side. I
don't know anything about them.
Fiorentina. I think now, I know mathematically we're not safe, but I think we're safe.
I think we are. I think we are now. The thing is, I think we're safe because playing the way that we are now, there's no way we're not going to get more points between now and the end of the season. We will do.
No, you'd be surprised. Exactly.
Yeah. I think we will. All right, mate. Well, cheers for the call.
Right, what time are we on tonight, bruv?
9 o'clock, geezer. 9 o'clock, and we're joined by Andy Miles and our friend from over the Atlantic, Danny Martinez. He's coming on as well for the player ratings.
Glory Hunter's back, yeah. After 4, he's just back. Yeah. The best thing about today, right, wasn't just a 4-0, but you know what? We got stuffed 5-1, but Newcastle, but Spurs went one better.
I know. It's a perfect Sunday.
It is a perfect Sunday.
It's a perfect
All we need
Sunday.
now is you to wear that velour tracksuit tonight, mate.
Well, I'm getting bullied in the chat now from people now because of you bastard. I'm going to wear this later.
Yeah, get your tracksuit bottoms on with the word juicy across the cheek. Come on. Right, I'll see you later. 9 o'clock, yeah?
Yeah, see you later, mate.
All right, take care. See you later. Bye. Bye.
Right, that's that. Right, now what we're going to do now, I am going to go, everyone, and we will see you all later because I'm going to go and change my tracksuit top. You fucking bullies. I like this. I like this fleece. So yes, we will. We'll talk to you later. We'll be doing the player ratings and we'll be taking some more calls as per usual on our Sunday night show. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like on the video. And if you're new, please subscribe. We'll be doing one of these post-match phone-ins for every game now, providing I'm not at the game. I'm going to Palace and I'm possibly going to Brentford. But apart from that, that's about it. Oh, look. Here we go. We've got some nice people in the chat. Right, you won't be coming back later, you absolute prick. Macassie. Chat shit, get blocked. Right. Okay, right. See you later on. And I will, thank you very much for listening to me ramble on. I can't find the outro video. I'm still rambling. See you later. Bye.